gosh, if I could outsource my hair, you would never see me touch that, whatever that is. In fact, I'm so in love with it that I'm like one step away from reviving my nail blogger career again on YouTube. It's all kind of underwhelming, and the more I dive into it, the more I believe in plastic surgery. Beauty industry kind of forgot how to make eyeliners, to be honest. This is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Hi guys, I am here with the urgent goal to record the best, the worst, everything I've learned through the years of being a beauty blogger, now retired, and show you my favorites, some discoveries, some disappointments, and the goodies that I shopped through the holiday sales. Hopefully this video will be out in time for you to take advantage of some of the best deals available for the high quality products that I personally spend my money on and that I swear by and that really do what they designed to do, and sometimes even more. The first blog is gonna be definitely for everyone, even people who don't wear makeup, don't like wear any decorative stuff, because we'll talk a little bit about care. And December is where everybody suddenly remembers they have skin, that they have hair, that because everything just goes out. Like the skin gets dry, patchy, red, all kinds of problems arise, the hair refuses to stay put. First things kind of out of the way, my hair is very thin, it's not super dense, so it breaks from me just trying to like straighten it. Like I straighten my hair, I don't know, 5 times, I lose a third kind of length of my hair, it just breaks. So it's a never-ending struggle to find something that works. So far this year, I am gonna declare bankruptcy and say that I haven't found a single good product that I would name that's worth it. So we're just gonna skip this category, and I'm rather asking for humanitarian help of all of you who are watching this video in this very moment for the best hair products that work for you, that help you with hair growth, density, volume, shyness, whatever the health properties that we seek when we take care of our hair. It's definitely a beauty low light of this year for me, that I tried expensive, not gonna name names, I tried expensive, mid-range, cheap, and I'm not seeing any beneficial results. It's almost, my hair semi doesn't like anything that I try to use to wash it, to nourish it, with the rare exception of, probably it's notable call out is Pulp Fiction, is the red hair pigment that I continue to use year over year in order to put some red in my hair. My hair is so thin and so porous that it loses color incredibly quickly. As you noticed, nearly every video it seems like I've had a new hair color. It's just the red fading. It's pretty much what it is. Skincare, the category that is full of disappointments, and I'll explain why. About 2 years ago, I started subscribing to agency and I got their Future Formula and gray bottle, something against hyperpigmentation. I had to discontinue both because I was getting rather weird and continued adverse reactions from both formulas. I was trying to use up, like this is pretty much their prescription formulated retinoids and some like evening out skin tone components. However, the gray cream that's supposed to even out your skin tone, kind of the day cream, was leaving me really dry. Like it was exaggerating the natural wrinkles that I have. My skin felt completely parched, and nothing, even applying anything on top of it, wasn't helping it. It was just overall getting really, really weird. I continued to peel like a lizard with the Future Formula, despite us adjusting the tretinoin, I think that's the main ingredient they put in here, concentration here. And through my disappointment with agency came from the point that there is not much flexibility that you have, and they kind of create an illusion of you having your own pharmacist or your own skin expert, while they just kind of go by option 1, option 2, option 3, and there's not much of customization that happens, and there's not much that can even explain to why you have such a reaction. The person that I was put in touch with, there might be several people, throughout the 2 years that I've been subscribed, just pretty much kept reiterating, well, we'll decrease to a previous step. Oh, we'll like swap, like we remove one ingredient. Why this ingredient? Why? And eventually they just told me, it's like, well, that cannot be the cream. There might be something else. It's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the cream, because as soon as I stop using it, things go back to normal. So yeah, that was definitely overpriced, somewhat of a misrepresented, I feel like, a skincare service. So I'm in search of something for the skins of advancing age that will be a little bit more true to the science, either truly customizable or a little bit more formulate a little bit more for my skin. And again, my skin I consider to be an easy case. I don't have super crazy hyperpigmentation, I don't have rosacea, I don't have acne, I don't have any like obvious hormonal or eczema problems. So I'm just like a very average pedestrian woman in her 40s. I just want to like do prevention, kind of plumping, the usual. And I thought that you use your retinol at night, you use your vitamin C during the day, like with a few sprinkled oils or niacinamide, and you'll be done. And that was my kind of formula, my like staples for the longest time when it came to skincare, and I thought I knew what I was doing. That was until I started talking to Amit Eshel from the Young Goose. They have their own podcasts about skincare, and when Amit came over to Perfume Nation podcast to consult on what are the properties of the skin, what is skin, how does it interact with fragrance, because so much dispute in fragrance community is not necessarily about the fragrances and how they're made, but what happens when we put them on our skin. There are like battles. Oh, it doesn't open up. Oh, it collapses on my skin. You never should wear it in heat. Well, I have a hot skin, I have dry skin, I have sweaty, I live in the humid climate. What about men versus women's skin? So we talked all about that. Watch that episode. Is incredibly easy to digest, yet nourishing in terms of information, which was, we both tried really hard to hit all the important points without kind of putting everyone into like snooze mode, because Amit really cares about skincare and the biohacking and the chemistry of those aspects, and I deeply do care about the olfaction science and arts. So we really tried our best. So Young Goose and Amit Eshel, they have a own podcast, and I started diving a little bit just via us talking about interaction of fragrances and skin, and I realized that 70% of what I thought I knew about skincare, chemistry, ingredients is either outdated or kind of overhyped, cherry-picked information that was kind of blown up in marketing campaigns. So now I'm kind of a bit of a limbo, and what I've been doing first was actually the last advice that Amit gave to us on the Perfume Nation podcast. If you're looking for one ingredient skincare wise plus how fragrances live on your skin, moringa oil. So look into that. It seems to be the new fad that is justified, that this particular oil, if you buy it from a high quality source, not only works wonders when mixed with skincare, but also is a decent base to make your own fragrance oils. And one manifestation of that was that Cartier this year came up with beautifully designed fragrance oil mixtures. So they have a cream base. For me though, to be honest, the cheapest skin cream, just occlusive from Amazon Basics, works if I want to mix it with the fragrant ingredients as a body cream. I'll say a few words about that later. But when it comes to skincare, olive oil, there are a lot of oils, and I'm sure all of them not exactly bad for your skin. The skin is designed to absorb oily substances. So I started kind of mixing that with or applying it almost in patches. If there's some dry patches on my skin, I kind of focus there and just kind of smear it around. It's been working much, much better than much more expensive skincare that I've been using before. So what I do now, it's kind of a temporary solution because I still want to dive deeper into active ingredients and design something in my skincare that will do more than just a protective barrier. But for now, what I do, I apply one of those tonics. So this example I just got, and you can get it with high % off either on TJ Maxx or on Laura Geller. Go figure. Laura Geller, at least their parent company, bought Bliss Skincare. And now you can apply Black Friday sale on Laura Geller to Skincare by Bliss as well. So go check it out. I'll leave you a link below. So they have a pre and post biotics barrier 8 kind of a milky serum. So what I do after I wash my face, take off makeup, I apply kind of a, I don't know, kind of like a nail size amount of this just milky watery substance on my skin. It really does a great job of kind of restoring this feeling of plumpiness and moisturization. But then you need to apply some kind of, as again, I'm just repeating after the expert, as Amita explained to me, first active ingredients, and then you kind of seal it with a simple occlusive, because it's hard and potentially not desirable to combine everything in one particular substance. So active ingredients, and then you seal it with a good occlusive to just protect your skin barrier. So what I've been doing, I would apply a little bit of a prebiotic serum, or the other one that I like a lot is COS RX Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. So this is kind of a gel type of a serum. Also doesn't do, neither of them I find do much other than just help moisturize the skin. And neither of them produces any flakiness or dryness or any irritation. So I find that these two guys do really, really good job in terms of just being basics of preparing your skin to be outside or just for the day. And then I either apply just the simplest moisturizing cream I can find, or a little bit of a moringa oil if I feel like I need a little bit more moisturization. After that, I apply makeup or don't, or SPF. It kind of depends on what kind of day I'm going to have. So this is a very simplistic, much, much simpler skincare routine that I've ever had. And my skin is better. It's just better. I think once I stopped doing all of these prescription, customizable, super expensive stuff, I saved maybe $600, and it's not even been a full year. It's not about money. Like, I'm willing to spend good money if a product just takes my worries away, that I don't have to worry about it, I don't have to think about it, and I feel that I see the result, at least long term, at least after 2 months of using a product. I'm willing to give it time to work, but if after 2 months it doesn't make any difference from something you can buy for $30, like, why? So yeah, skincare is gonna be an evolving story. I think I will try to find a little bit more time to dive into active ingredient science again. If you would like to do it with me, please leave a comment. Let me know what your hunt for looking good at your age without sacrificing half of your free time on either shopping or this or that. What your hard-earned tricks and advice is. If you want to explore with me, let me know, and I'll probably start digging soon. So far, it's manageable, and I highly recommend the products that I show you: the Bliss Prebiotic Barrier Serum, the Mucin Power Essence by COS RX, And the moringa oil, again, I bought mine from Opizon, and I chose USDA organic one from Maple Holistics. I'll leave a link below. It's very hard. It's very hard to tell who's producing a better oil. I just chose not the cheapest one and not the most expensive one. Kind of like, poking in the air a little bit. Here's the tip that I promised when it comes to fragrances plus skincare. As Amite explained, you should first moisturize your skin and then apply the fragrance if you want to preserve your skin and overall bodily health, because oily substances will pull the fragrance molecules through your skin into your bloodstream. And the vast majority of fragrance molecules, natural or not, it does not matter, do not belong in our bloodstream. They would be considered not helpful and many of them toxic. So what I do, in order to have the most luxuriously scented body cream, I first moisturize the skin very lightly, and I have some very decent, kind of somewhat acidic body creams that kind of also help to renew the skin texture and kind of keep it smooth. And when I do that, I bought myself just a decorative container, like a jar. And I bought the cheapest occlusive skin cream for dry, sensitive skin, fragrance-free by Amazon Basics. Sort of similar thing as CeraVe or Cetaphil. Yeah, I think it's how it's called. And I mix it with a fragrance. And this is what I use to try to befriend fragrances that are very powerful or too complex or not quite my cup of tea, because they become much softer. And they do kind of smell more buttery, more creamy, softer if you mix them with an occlusive like a cream. So I do already have a light barrier on my skin. Then I mix it with an occlusive, because occlusive cream pretty much just encapsulates and doesn't let anything move in between your skin and the air. So it slows down the evaporation of the fragrance. It lasts much longer on your skin and becomes a little bit softer. You kind of sacrifice a bit of a diffusivity for longevity. And I find for the beast mode fragrances, but Kalesh is not exactly beast mode, but strong aldehydes are kind of hard for me to wear. But I have been loving Kalesh as a body cream. And this is how I mix it. I just, this, and it lasts such a long time. And it's so soft and it's so nuanced. Another beast mode fragrance that I love mixing this way and using as a body cream, Oud Vanille by Mancera. Mancera in general makes very, very bright, very vivacious scents. And my nose gets quickly overwhelmed by them. But when I do this formula on a moisturized skin, it's just the right balance of longevity and brightness. Love it, love it, love it. I've also had experience of lash extensions, which had to be redone because they just kept falling off of my eyes. And eventually the girl that was doing them said, I'm sorry, like there's something just not working with your lashes, like no glue, and I don't want to damage your natural lashes. It's just no glue sticks to them. It was just, it was such a horrible process that I never want to repeat again. So I embarked on a journey of testing a dozen of lash serums. And the one that kind of hits the point in terms of price quality is Grande Lash. So from probably 3 years ago, I'm faithfully specifically Black Friday, I go on the Grande Lash website. You can get the same experience in Ulta. This time I bought it in Ulta, but sometimes the Grande Lash website has bigger Black Friday or like holiday season discounts. And what I do, I buy their holiday sets because you're already saving money with the set. Then add a 30% off, or I think 1 year they had 45% off on top of that. And I just get enough. I get a stash for a whole year until the next holiday season. So this year, you get a bunch of like useful things with it, and it's pretty much the price that you would pay for the one product alone anyway. I don't mind. So this time I have a couple of mascaras that comes with it, brown enhancing serum, and definitely the Grande Lash MD lash enhancing serum. The best serum in terms of price quality so far. I 100% see the result, and it doesn't irritate my skin, and I don't see any adverse effects, which I have noticed with, I think it was a Revita lash, which is more expensive, and it was just horrible. I had itchy, swollen, it was awful. It really looked like I needed medical attention. I've tried a lot of Rapid Lash, I tried some others. I tried Lancome, I tried cheaper and more expensive ones, and they just don't do anything. And I gave it good 2 to 4 weeks before I made my conclusions. This actually works. I absolutely do see the results. My lashes are more elastic, longer, and denser. Does it give me a false lash effect? No. But considering where I'm coming from, I get normal lashes with this stuff, which I'm very grateful for. So I stuck up for a whole year. Highly recommend that you do the same. Pretty much my beauty shopping these years is either I'm in desperate need of something when I'm traveling, or it's Black Friday. This is kind of I do things in batches these days. So the next batch that I got is something for my nails. I have thin, peely nails, which are decent shape, but they just peel, they're too soft. And the only base that enabled me to wear nail color and just enjoy my nails altogether is Nailtique's Formula 2. I am such a devotee of this product that for a while, either they were changing suppliers, so they were going through some corporate turmoil. All of their products disappeared from the internet and the stores, and I was devastated. I do not oversell you the product. If you have soft and peely nails, this is the only thing that makes them grow beyond just peeling alive, essentially, on your nail bed. It's such a good thing. It's pretty much kind of like a liquid protein glue, and they grow better, they look better, the nail polish obviously lasts longer. So it's just a must-have. And I couldn't recommend it hard enough. As soon as they reappeared, every year, I buy myself a stash. I only bought 2. I usually buy 4 or 5. That usually lasts me a year. And if I see a person with the same problems as I have with nails, and it's not necessarily just women, it's men too. When you have soft, fragile nails, you know it. If you don't know what kind of problems I'm talking about, be you man, woman, or non-binary, count your blessings. So this is the thing. I pray they will not stop making the Formula 2, because this is what I live by. And a massive discovery this year for me was I love nail polish. Ever since the nail community kind of imploded, when the gel nails kind of took over the beauty routines for most women, including working women, stay-at-home moms, because they are just so convenient. However, they're only seemingly convenient because they absolutely destroy your nails. They are fairly toxic for your body in general, at least the process of taking them off and application. You get addicted to them because once you take them off after using them for 3 years, you'll have no nails really. So you'll have not much to even grow of your own. And you spend a lot of time maneuvering around appointments, scheduling, sitting there for 2 hours. For me, applying nail polish is my meditation time. I put on an audiobook or a podcast or a movie, and I just indulge, especially when you have access to brands like this. It used to be Essie gel nail, not gel, I used to be more mainstream when it comes to nails. I was like, why would I pay $15 for a nail polish? That's a bit much. But now more and more, I value my pleasure and my time. So I Love Nail Polish entered my universe, and I think I've spent hundreds of dollars. I know I will never use them all up, but they're so much fun. They have the most delightful, sophisticated mixtures of holographics, Krellies, bright neons, and this and that. They are just so much fun. They last long. They don't crack. They have all kinds of super unique textures. When it comes to just basic colors, they got it all. They don't have as wide of a collection of colors as OPI, for example, but I do find that they have much quality formula that really lasts on my nails. And when it comes to special effects, unparalleled, just unparalleled stuff. Love them. All right, now boxes of makeup. Little did I know when I left beauty blogging that I'll be showing you a egregious amount of makeup. First things first, get them while you can. KVD, I still call her Kat Von D. Sorry, I'm old school YouTube. Brushes. Oh, they are just such an incredible design quality. They are thick black lacquered. They go to a point that you can stab your enemies with. You know what I mean? They're just so good. I love them. These are incredibly good brushes, functionally speaking, and they're just an exultant pleasure to hold. I had 2. This is already the dirty one, and I got 4 more. 2 of their 40 concealer brush, their, I think it's a foundation brush 10, and complexion brush 15. I already started using them. Just as good as ever, just luxuriously made. I've had Marc Jacobs brushes. I've had fancy brushes before. These are my absolute favorites. I am trying to figure out, why did the beauty industry forgot how to make an eyeliner? It's tragic. It's tragic. And unfortunately, I had high hopes when I bought all of these from Kat Von D website, because I thought, okay, with Kat Von D being tattoo inspired, I bet their eyeliners are on point. They're on point, dried out. And the big contributor to that is that they make their eyeliners, the pencil looking ones, right? Like the thing that looks like a pencil you can sharpen. They're actually the ones that you can turn and get out this way. So the moment they make them, they start drying out in their warehouses. And by the time you get them, like I did, excited for your Black Friday package, they are dried out to the point that you cannot even make a decent line with them whatsoever. So a very, very sad moment of saying that this is great concept and non-functional design. I continue to just be bewildered why the eyeliners, the pencil eyeliners are so bad. There are decent ones by Essence, by NYX, okay ones by Lancome, and that's about it. MAC used to have decent pencil eyeliners, but like I tried Too Faced, I tried Kat Von D, I tried this and that, and this and that. I lost count. I tried Laura Geller, I tried Julep, I tried, like you name it, I've tried it. For example, I scoured high and low trying to find a dark blue, but blue with some kind of shimmer, let's say blue shimmer or any other shimmer. And besides something petrol by Muck, there is nothing. I scoured internet, including Kat Von D, including Lancome, including all of them. I think I bought every dark blue eyeliner that you can think of, maybe with exception of some really rare indie brands, and they were all either black blue, or they didn't have any shimmer, or they didn't have any density or opacity to the color, or they were too stiff, or they were dried out. Similarly, just like these ones. So, my last resort this year is that I ordered one from Pat McGrath. It's prohibitively expensive, similar to who is on the similar shelf. I would say probably Victoria Beckham. This is also like in my back pocket. I was like, okay, if things get really dire, I'll go and try to find something by Victoria Beckham. So I got the dark blue with blue shimmer, heavens, from Pat McGrath. They call them Permagel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil. And thank heavens, this is dark blue with blue shimmer. However, it's not that opaque. You'll have to layer it quite a bit in order to get a truly intense dark cobalt blue effect. So I'll give Pat McGrath, what's the color name? Blitz Blue 204. I'll give it like 7 out of 10. And I'm glad that after 3 years of search, I finally found a decent blue eyeliner, but it's like, it's an epidemic. It's an epidemic. All right, back to Kat Von D before we jump to another sort of luxury brand exploration of mine. So brushes, compliments to the chef. Also, their Go Big or Go Home mascara. I've been like a fairy godmother, buying these little babies and gifting them to everyone I know, because these are the most big bang for your buck mascara you can find, especially if you don't have much of lashes, as I do. If you already have long, dense lashes, that might be too clumpy for you. But if you need to create length and volume and drama, and you don't have much to go with, Go Big or Go Home is an absolute must-have. I'm afraid that they will start drying up, so I will probably keep gifting them and keep buying them. But I always have one in every place that I might need a mascara, in my purse, like on my vanity table, like anywhere. These are so good. Such a must-have by KVD. My enormous beauty stash from the old years of beauty blogging is finally getting thinner and thinner. It took years and a lot of regifting to get to the point of sustainability that I'm at now. And I'm realizing that most of my products for my face that I love and use up to the point of a complete project pan, such as blush here, are by Becca. The brand that no longer exists, as far as I know. So all these guys are heat in the pan, and I am struggling to find the same creamy, kind of baked, softly satin type of shimmer. Not this disco ball, large glitter, or super iridescent euphoria style shimmer, but something very uplifted, very elevated, very soft, but not too disco. Becca really had it. It really did. It's no longer with us. So, in my attempts to find something, I shopped several brands. One of them is Charlotte Tilbury, another Pat McGrath, and the third one is Laura Geller. I placed a massive order on Laura Geller website, and I usually always get their baked powders. So this one I have Double Take Baked Versatile Power Foundation. Then very poorly packaged baked Balance and Brighten powders. I always get their highlighter kits if they have any, and that works really well, but I haven't found a blush there or kind of a topical product that adds a little bit of color and still maintains that high dispersity, but not too pearlescent of a satin gleam almost. So I tried Physicians Formula. Their baked products also used to be a very beloved category for, mass market. It's okay. The one that I have, Rose All Day Petal Glow by Physicians Formula. All right, but I find them a bit chalky. Not quite on the same level as Becca. My next stop was Charlotte Tilbury, because she's all about this soft gleam, pillow talk and whatnot, right? So I got myself a powder duo, airbrush brightening flawless finish. It looks white. It gives a little bit of a whiter or pinkier look to the skin. So if your skin is more yellow, caramel, olive in color, I'll take the different shade. They have kind of orangey yellow and the kind of pinky white. My subtone is pink. So for me, it works beautifully well. It's pretty much a blur powder, condensed blur powder that not only fills in the wrinkles and kind of evens out the skin tone, but somehow, according to them, at the same time gives it a little bit of a glow. Not shimmer, not shine, just kind of it's hard to explain. In real life, it looks very nice, like a healthy skin, but it's not shimmery. I don't see any particles that would hint at it being shimmery whatsoever. Very nice powder. I do like it as a finishing touch. It really does make my skin look healthier. And once at it, I decided to try some of their famous lip products. Once in Rome, right? So the one I'm wearing right on me today is Pillow Talk Matte Revolution Luminous Modern Matte Long-Lasting Lipstick. It's been a minute since I used matte lipsticks. I think they've had their heyday and we're very quickly moving on. So something that will not age your lips and your face by 5-10 years and still doesn't have too much shine to it and doesn't smear around is hard to find, but there are a lot of great formulas out there. So this is one of the prized ones. So Charlotte Tilbury came up with a few colors. This is the darker one. It's called medium. Very simple. I do find that the medium has a bit of a gray base, so I'm not sure how well it's gonna work on a more caramel skin color. It might look too corpsey, but it's a grunge look. It looks decent on me, I guess. It's fairly comfortable, but I don't think I would wear it every day. I feel like eventually your lips will start chopping with matte lipsticks. Another similar product that I found to be much better alternative to like matte lips that is still moisturized and creamy. The Airbrush Flawless Lip Blur Matte Meets Moisture Liquid Lipstick. All right. I wore it once. It's incredibly creamy and it's indeed very matte. So that's probably one lip product that I actually would recommend that has kind of matte properties on the market. I know that Maybelline and many others have tried them. All of the matte liquid lipsticks that I've tried were just merciless to my lips. The Charlotte Tilbury one even looks very similar to those, actually seems to work. So Airbrush, and mine is in the, I think it's called Pillow Talk. Yep, Pillow Talk shade. And sure enough, I couldn't resist and I got myself the OG, the Pillow Talk, the matte version though. Because I think they had like a deal. Hard plastic to metal cases such as Pat McGrath or Charlotte Tilbury. These are the ones that, survivable. So since I no longer have 300 lipsticks, having 10, I can afford to spend more, but just throw them anywhere and know that they're going to be fine no matter where my life takes me that day. And again, since in Rome, I was like, Charlotte Tilbury is known for her lip products for a reason, so we're gonna sample it all. Since they have a very decent offering for their Black Friday, I'll leave a link below. So I also got their lip cheat in Iconic Nude. It's a little bit more brown than the Pillow Talk itself, but I guess they're pretty compatible. And they're glossy Pillow Talk. Lip Bath Pillow Talk. So that's a super glossy lip balm, I guess, or lip gloss that is in the same shade. I am very happy. To be honest, ever since I allowed myself to stop caring about the beauty industry, my life became so much better. And yet I'm still a customer. I'm still an enthusiast. I still enjoy it. It's just I feel I can finally just enjoy it, you know? So like when I buy a lipstick like that, I have like absolutely no buyer's remorse, no guilt, because I know I'll use it up. And I know that no matter where I go, no matter where I do, like I throw it in and it will be fine. Like I don't have to buy 10 and only one by different brands on different sales, and only one of them kind of sort of works. Sometimes fewer is better. Talking of fewer is better, in terms of concealers, I mostly use concealer for under my eyes because I have very deep, dark under eye circles. I am faithful to Tarte Shape Tape Radiant. I have it in several shades. This year I haven't bought new ones because I was trying the Estee Lauder Futurist. I like it, but I think the Shape Tape Radiant is still a little bit more moisturizing without creasing in this little wrinkles that you have under eyes. So I would say this is still top of market to this day, but note that this is the Radiant version. High coverage, blends really well to nothing, hides even the deepest of dark circles or any kind of blemishes, gives this like soft moisturized look to your skin and doesn't really crease. You can like tap it up a little bit and you're done. It's not going to produce any more problems. All other concealers, and I think I've tried probably half of the market by now. Okay, there are a lot of pigmented ones, but nearly all of them are drying. I just still, to this day, Tarte just knows how to formulate concealers. And so did Becca. That's no longer with us. Brow products is the area where I try many new ones and I'm kind of always happy, to be honest. I don't think it's rocket science. I don't have much of a brow, so I pretty much draw it according to the color of the day. So the new ones in my life right now that I love is Lancome, and I have the Aubergine 06 Auburn, just to kind of match the hair color, and more toward my natural kind of dirty blonde color is Benefit Give Me Brow Volumizing Pencil. To be honest, with eyebrows, there's so many even more affordable options. Unless you have bushy, unruly brows, then you're in the market for a whole another slew of products for that. If you have just normal brows, I think this luckily is the problem solved. There are a lot of amazing kind of powdery but jelly type of pencils, these two included, that are doing an amazing job. They're long lasting, they're matte, they enhance and support the existing brow structure by correct the color toward what you want it to be beautiful. My brow life is very happy marriage of many years, and I get to try new things. All of them are great. Nothing to complain about, but also not a single product that I would say I can't live without. So I just continue kind of to play with it. All right, notable mentions when it comes to eyeshadow pencils. I cannot live with this type of product because you can apply them anytime, anywhere. It's the most minimal but good looking eye makeup you can do, no matter which circumstances you're in. And to this day, the higher end price point that I prefer is Laura Mercier. I have, I think, 3. I got myself Minis by Bobbi Brown, also very good. And my top one version, it's really cheap. It's ColourPop. It kind of blows the rest of them out of the water. They're creamy, they blend well, and yet to me they don't crease too much. And what I do, I either use them alone, something like a neutral mauvey color like that. You just like apply it alone. It hides veins, it hides unevenness of the skin color, just kind of even skin tone, a little bit of a mauvey tint. You're done for the day. Or you can start building the look on top of them, using them kind of as an eye primer. So ColourPop just owns the market when it comes to creamy eye pencils, in my opinion, because the variety of colors, the price to quality ratio, they're the best. And the last few bits, it's just me being girly, There's like no justification for it. But some of them, my eyeshadow palettes are getting older, and I kind of feel like we're probably due replacement. They don't smell bad, the texture hasn't changed, but So I've been looking here and there how to replace some of the mauve basics with signature shimmers. And probably one of the best brands to go for that would be Pat McGrath. Noted, a lot of that makeup is designed for darker, more chocolatey, more orange-based skin colors. So a lot of them are very dark on me. Very dark. But I learned here and there how to combine these colors with others, and I just like the pigmentation and the glittery, the shiny shades by Pat McGrath are unparalleled. They're truly beautiful. So I picked up with their Black Friday sale, which is decent this year. They've had better ones, but this year it's very decent, so I'll leave you a link below. I got their holiday set, because I'm running out of neutral, kind of pinkier mauve blushes. And as I told you, some neutrals with signature shimmers would be very nice in my collection about now. So, and this is exactly what you get. The name of the palette: Mothership Bijou Brilliance Starstruck Splendor Blush and Eyeshadow Palette. This is not quite her Mothership formula, just so you know. Like those prohibitively expensive Mothership palettes that she makes are nicer than the holiday sets, but these are good too. I am glad to say, I don't know, if you're not part of beauty industry, you probably may have not heard of it. Most of the holiday releases by nearly all brands, if not all, are made of different ingredients, often on different factories, and dramatically worse quality than their main stage products. So I steer clear of all holiday collections that I've been doing it for years. It's pretty much a color chalk. And often, if you start familiarizing yourself with a brand through their holiday collection, you will not think highly of them. I gotta say, Pat McGrath, even though the same rule applies, tries to keep it up. They try to keep it Pat McGrath label quality. So very decent pigmentation, very nice shimmers. They're not as dramatically pigmented and not as shiny as her Mothership, but it's all very pleasant, very nice to use. It has a mirror. Not everybody's taste, but it's festive packaging. So I enjoy that. I do not regret this purchase. Otherwise, I would beg you to stay away from holiday palettes. They're just awful in quality. If you can get a discount code for your favorite brand or the luxury makeup brand that you always wanted to try, just get a discount code and try one of their bestsellers and one of their staples. Like I picked Pillow Talk and lip products from Shelby Tilbury for a reason. And with Pat McGrath, I kind of knew that their holiday sets are okay-ish and the colors fit what I was looking for. Another product that I got by Pat McGrath is from their main collection. It is Chromatic Artistry Pigment, Pressed Pigment. I expected the galaxy stars from this product because that's what Pat McGrath is famous for. And when they make a standalone pressed, glittery, shiny pigment, expectations run high. So I got mine in the shade Nude Euphoria. And it's a very nicely, densely pigmented beige. However, I've got metallics from Too Faced and from Tarte that were more chromy and more metallic than this. So I'm a little kind of disappointed. It's all right. I'll find use for it. It's just nothing special. To that end, you know whose like little glittery pot is special? Hourglass. They're nudie, they're simple, but they have this subtle, sophisticated, expensive looking combination of chrome, shimmer, satin shimmer, and sparkle, like a micro glitter sparkle. They are gorgeous in real life. They are gorgeous on the eyes. This is okay. Okay, like to create a product line that's expensive, to get this, and kind of to finish the loop here, their dark blue with blue shimmer eye pencil is the first one in years that I would call a dark blue with blue shimmer with decent formula and very good packaging. So that is definitely a win. 7 out of 10 still. So their lip products also highly recommend. I don't have the easiest time finding a shade that works for me at Pat McGrath, but I like their formula and they're also indestructible. Their packaging, this is very much busy life survival, you know, like the black hole that is girls' purses type of challenge survivor. Good stuff. If you're looking for like how to fill your cart with Pat McGrath, recommend their lip products, their eyeliners, their eye palettes. Everything else, their face products rarely work for me. It's mostly the issue of shades and subtones. And generally speaking, it's just a matter of taste. The kind of the shade selection I don't always get from Pat McGrath, but I think it's one of the brands that I continue to buy from. Charlotte Tilbury was new for me. I kind of stayed away from it for many years. But when it comes to luxury, next on my list, as I said, is Victoria Beckham. I anticipate an amazing quality. My expectations are very high. If I buy anything, I'll let you know. Tarte I always use for their concealers, and the rest of their products quality have been very highly fluctuating. I'm sorry, I wish I could just give you a Tarte cart to buy with must-haves, but it's becoming more and more for me that like one thing here, one thing here, one thing here, one thing here. I wish to find a luxury brand, but you know, like reasonable luxury brand with high quality packaging, high quality ingredients, immaculate, soft, light diffusing, luxurious formulas and shades that I could buy all products for. Because usually it seems to me that eyeshadows I buy in one place and complexion in another. Let me know what your beauty year has been like. Do you have any advice, anything just to look into or stay away from? I hope this video was useful. I only make them once a year now because I want to kind of stay away from commercialism of the beauty industry unless I have actually something meaningful to say. So this is my annual installment of the beauty life and the low buy. Still love makeup. Have hundreds of nail polishes. Enjoy styling the outfits. I'm by no means a minimalist and probably never will be, all right? But the more cycles of the beauty obsession and skincare searches I go through, the more I'm valuing kind of I don't like the word luxury, well-crafted factor. And even though some of my best products come from e.l.f. or Essence or NYX, I never enjoy holding them or using them because they're just made so cheap. But if I was really restricted in my budget, I would absolutely still have a pretty diverse and robust makeup collection. No question about it. It's just, I learned to appreciate the packaging, the conceptual packaging, there is the design, conceptual, verbal, color, textural design that goes into some of these things. It's more than makeup. It sometimes brings me from the dead. Can be at my absolute worst mood, depleted, defeated, apathetic, and then it's like, all right, just take a shower and put on some cute outfit, whatever you feel like, just some makeup. That's it. Just so we can, go about our business. Just do that for me today, please. If you decide not to step outside of the house, that's fine. And when I go through the steps and I use products like this, it's a completely different attitude, mood, and the day that follows. And I hope that you found some useful tips and some products that will give you joy just like they give it to me. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I'll be waiting for your top and bottom lists of what comes to skincare, self-care, and beauty. Please share. I'll be waiting for it, not so patiently. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you in the next one.